When a woman does that and is talking about her ex, is that because he's clearly still on her mind and a priority, or she's over that person for real, for real?
There's a two-part.
Lo, can you speak from your experience?
No.
Lo spends a lot of time outside dating girls who are often outside as well. I feel like he might have more experience with this than I do.
Yo, your chicks be outside, brother.
Yo, what?
Rap Life Review, Eddie and Lo and Nadeska. I'm Ebro. Welcome back to the program. We had a great time last week. Eddie, I'm sure you love the comments. Did you read any comments last week?
You know, more people are saying I'm right, but a lot of people are saying you're right too. They're wrong, but it's a lot closer than I would think.
Wait.
People clearly not using logic, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
People are clearly not using what?
Their logic, but it's all right.
No, they literally use equipment called Logic, which actually has AI in it. And has for a long time. But I'm glad you brought that up.
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
Glad you brought that up. Nicki Minaj claims Roc Nation is sabotaging her career.
We're starting there?
Yes, off top.
We're starting there?
Top rope.
I was literally hoping we was going to ease past that.
Nah, we had to come
New
in
music,
hot.
nothing? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
all right.
Okay, all right, let's go.
You know, these are her claims. I don't know why that would happen. What would be the correlation between and why Roc Nation, let's assume that this is valid.
These are all your people, so maybe you could give us some answers.
Who's my people? The Barbs?
The Nicki, the Barbs, Roc Nation,
everybody's
all of them.
your people.
I really don't know.
Where is Roc Nation going after Nicki? Like,
This says that Minaj fired back at Roc Nation in a series of posts on X, hinting that an ongoing campaign against her and her fans, claiming they've been shadow banned.
And stalked
and suppressed online, all allegedly orchestrated by the label.
I didn't even know anybody could suppress the Barbs. How?
Yeah.
They're the most terrifying people on the internet.
I didn't know that either.
Wow.
And didn't she just put out a record or a verse with Lil Wayne, the NO remix?
Yeah.
She took a shot.
Yeah, she took a shot at Hove in the NFL. So I guess that's why.
But she took a shot at Hove in the NFL during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, now this is a little bit more vocal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess.
Well, she was super vocal back then on social media.
Yeah,
well, this is on wax.
This is on wax. So that's why I care about it more. I didn't care about the
Yeah.
tweets. Like, I care about it here more.
So, yeah, I really don't know how to substantiate this claim other than what she's saying. And this is a complex article. Why are you smiling like that?
I just think that there are a lot of difficult people, notoriously difficult people involved in this story here.
Yeah.
And I personally don't want any part of it. So, I got nothing to add here.
No.
And why are you laughing so hard, Eddie?
Hey, because I kind of want to follow the Nadeska's thing. How do you suppress the Barbs? The Barbs are like the FBI, the CIA.
And
they're like a
ICE.
SWAT team.
They're so-
Like,
ICE?
hey, man,
they're
LA, don't bring up ICE. Don't bring up
they're
ICE right now.
terrorizing
Sore
people all the
subject. Too
time.
soon. I don't think it's possible. Like, Elon himself would have to hit the button to suppress the Barbs. Like, that's not, the Barbs will find you, fam. I got nothing bad to say about the Barbs. There's someone who the Barbs have come at
I don't have
before.
anything bad to say.
They came
either.
for you before.
Yeah, they
That
It was your fault, because I didn't even say nothing that crazy. That was your fault. You, Ebro.
Oh, I'm about to say that. I learned my lesson with them. Like, that's what
Anyway,
I'm glad
I may have warned you at the time to watch how you was moving.
I didn't
But
even
you decided
say
to keep
nothing.
moving how you was moving.
he kind of technically, yeah.
That's the most confusing part of this. I think we all agree.
Is that like, yeah.
How can you suppress the Barbs? So
Right.
that's all.
Yeah, they break through glass roofs and all this other shit. So I don't know how they could get suppressed by.
Don't let them get you down, Barbs. You got this.
Are you encouraging them? You're like, keep going, Barbs, y'all.
Are you encouraging or antagonizing them?
There's nothing I can do to change how they move, so I'm just gonna root for y'all.
Yeah, very true.
Moving on up the list of items that are hot out here. Jim Jones challenges Nas's relevance with younger fans is the headline. I didn't see all of the Jim Jones talk, but I did see him sitting with Fat Joe and Jadakiss.
Yeah.
And what I garnered from that was him proclaiming that he had hits and had his own successful discography and resume relative to the other greats like Nas, and he was basically like proclaiming, stop playing with me, like I'm not out here moving around and haven't had, a lot of hits under my belt.
I mean, we were talking off camera about how he does this a lot, and there's really no landing strip with this rhetoric or this narrative. Like, there's no album being sold, there's no product being pushed. So
there's
it's
a double album out, it's got some heat on it,
yeah,
too.
that came out like 2 or 3 months ago, and it kind of just didn't go anywhere.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fair. So maybe he's ratcheting the promo machine up?
I would assume so. I mean, he just did Summer Jam this past weekend, so I don't know if it was promo for that or just trying to get more attention, but he ended up on the nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho. Yeah, so he made his way over there and started going crazy about that. But I don't think we ever really disputed his relevancy because obviously he caters to the younger audience. He acts like a young, or YN is what they call it nowadays. Okay. He dresses like a YN. We know he has hit records. We know he has solid albums. But when it comes to Nas, like, I don't even know why I'm even trying to break this down because it's just stupid. Like, but this is a rap program, so I feel like I should talk rap. Yeah, there's no comparison when it comes to Nas and Jim Jones. Like, literally nothing. Like, we could just table that.
Other than them being from New York City.
Yes. And that's
and having a history of not liking one another. Well, and I don't even know if Nas disliked Jim as much as it was.
No, he did. No, he did.
He did.
Yeah,
okay.
he did. Yeah, he did.
So
but
I think that's
that's back in 04, 05, during that whole time. But you know, I don't think anyone ever denied that Jim had records or Jim had a moment or Jim is more relevant to the younger generation. Yes, we understand that. But Nas, even him saying that Nas was one of my favorite artists coming up when I was in high school, proves to the fact that, yes, you still hold Nas at a high regard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, two things can be true, but in this case, only one thing can be true, that Nas is always going to be better than Jim.
Why would you say Nas of all people, though? Like, you know I'm always going to come with a basketball analogy or, like, sports analogy. Like, Nas is one of the all-time greats. So, like, that's like comparing yourself to Larry Bird if you're, you know, Raymond Felton. Like, Raymond Felton had a very good NBA career. I'm not here to knock Raymond Felton. Boy got buckets. But, bro, you're not Larry Bird. Like, you're really good, though. Like, you know what? Comparison is the thief of joy, right? That's the saying.
Yeah.
Why would you just stand? I'm Jim Jones. I'm a factor. I'm the guy. Look what I've done. My resume speaks for itself. Then you win. Like, you're like, you know what? Jim got hits. Can't knock him.
Which we've never, ever disputed, denied, or even questioned. So that's why we're scratching our head like, why do you have to consistently remind us?
Though, bro, my guy, you don't have an Illmatic. Like,
you never will.
You don't have a Stillmatic.
Maybe the point of the convo was about, you know, today, where Jim maybe has a level of street relevancy and internet relevancy and even being on these podcasts and being invited on and being outspoken in a way. And by the way, that term relevancy is thrown around as if, you know, you have to be
the talk of the town.
The talk of the time.
Yeah.
Nas is got, you know, mass appeals, making tens of millions of dollars, tech. He's doing the things that Nas is doing. And
Ring cameras, heard of them?
And those things, but you know, Nas isn't, you know, still on blogs and, you know, putting out music, quote, like you said, for the youth. You know what I'm saying? But so maybe that's what the debate is about for Jim.
I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, okay, Jim, you win. Like, and that's fine. Like the 22-year-old that's been making his rounds on this podcast saying that certain things are relevant to him. Yeah, Jim caters to that demographic, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I hate the fact that Jim says, well, name me your favorite Nas bar. I'm thinking people would be hard-pressed to name their favorite Jim bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody in this room, name me a Jim lyric, please.
Ballin'.
Right, so it's like, I don't like the fact that...
That's a hot record, though.
Yeah, no, it's a very high record. But I don't like the fact that he did that, like, yo, name me your favorite Nas verse or whatever the case is. There's a lot.
But he did, but that's his go-to, though. He did that with Pusha, too. Remember that clip? He was like, yo, recite a Pusha verse right now.
Yeah, but then if you ask him to recite one of my verses, everybody be dumbfounded, like,
I can't never name nobody's verse. So that you say that to me, I'm like, that means nothing, bro. I don't memorize people's verses.
That's under pressure, I do fold a lot when that happens.
I'm like, I don't know. You say Jay-Z, go down. I'm
like, that shit come on though. I'm right with it. I'm right with it.
I just got
pressure, no music. I'm like, wait, hold up.
How did I start?
Name 3 albums now. I'm like, I don't know. So that don't win nothing with me. You don't get no credit when you do that. That's a tactic. That's very easy to say that.
It's barbershop arguments, though.
Yeah, I mean, and Jim, and I think Jim accomplished whatever he was trying to accomplish. He accomplished it because he's making his round on very, very prominent platforms, and hopefully he can follow up with this with something that'll either help push his last project or give us something new. And
apples and oranges. Wait, so Nas invests in Ring doorbells? I didn't know that.
He sold it, but he was an early investor in Ring.
Amazing.
Doesn't he have his bevel too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's on a different level. It's like you're comparing lifestyles that don't even
But
make
we're not
sense.
even talking about money. We were just
Not
talking
even,
about
but just like never mind. You know what? Let's move on.
No. I would like to hear.
You guys,
Chick?
you
Do
said
y'all
it
still got
very
Sweet Chick?
eloquently. It's too much
Still got
hobnobbing
Sweet
out
Chick.
here.
Great restaurant.
Yeah, Sweet Chick closed, I think, on
But you know,
Fairfax.
Mass Appeal is
No,
his
that's
too,
open.
Yeah. He's out here.
And he's doing like he's helping roll out those 7 projects that they're
Red.
doing right now.
You guys really sound like you didn't like what Jim had to say.
I think they made the point well. The comparison just doesn't make any sense. He can big himself up without trying to tear down Nas.
But they
for
never
no
liked
reason.
each other, guy.
But is Nas out here talking about this?
No.
Right.
But they're just different people though. Like Jim
It's
is
all
always out.
It's all different. I think
So it's
that's
like
the
Jim
point.
is
It's
talking to a
too-
brick wall damn near when it comes to
Well,
his.
no, I think Jim is getting coverage.
No,
this
I
is-
know that's
you know
not-
what I mean?
that's the-
what
that's the
this is-
aim.
That's why I say ratcheting up the promo machine.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He accomplished it.
know what I mean?
I gotta give him props for that.
Bird gang money. Hey.
There you go. There's a
that was that
lyric.
shit.
There's a lyric.
Ballin'.
Heater. Fans react to AI art. Here we go, AI. Here we go. AI art for Alchemist, Erykah Badu collab. Yo, first of all, super excited about that with the Mob Deep beat, and Alchemist shouting out Prodigy and keeping that beat alive and all of that. Is that art video that came out? Is that considered AI or is that
Yeah,
just
so-
animation?
That's considered AI.
So is it AI animation?
It's AI. Like you just put in a prompt online and it creates it for you. Like no, there's no artist behind it. Like no one sat there, drew it manually or digitally. So therefore it is AI. And I guess we're kind of fucked, man. I guess it's just what artists are gonna do. Like as much as we just yell, don't do it, don't AI, don't stop. Timbaland, like even Erykah Badu. I made an Erykah Badu joke the other day because I bought me a whole bunch of incense. I'm trying to bag me one of them Erykah Badu types. Alchemist, like these
you
people
might
we
not wanna do
review.
that.
Man, just for a weekend, bro.
No,
Be fun.
don't buy the incense to bag the Erykah Badu type. You're
Okay.
supposed to let her put you on to the type.
Oh, fake it.
No.
No.
I don't know. Like put me on to the hit me to the Nog Champa, hit me to the Egyptian
act
musk.
oblivious. You gotta act
You
oblivious.
gotta act
I got
oblivious
2 of them
so that
right there. Okay. All right, cool.
Then you'll.
Nah, don't be like, look, I found some.
Because then she gonna call your
Okay.
taste whack. She's
Yeah,
like,
or she's
what
gonna
is
be
this?
like, nah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bet.
You know what I'm saying?
got it?
Good
Okay.
looking.
Word, no
I
problem.
appreciate you.
All right, back to the program.
So in saying that, artists though, I don't know if they're in a different world than the rest of us, and they don't realize all of us we don't like this. Like we're trying to protect something. We're like, no, integrity in art. We want to love you. You're Alchemist. You're pure. You know, you're Erykah Badu. Like you're conscious. And we want these people to be something they just aren't. And
But
we're
where do we
finding it
just
out
draw the
hard
line
way.
of being outraged? Like, still outraged about Timbaland trying to make an entirely AI artist.
Right.
But some AI artwork visualizer, I'm not that mad about this.
I think what he's saying. I think what he's saying is like we're watching like the scale tip day by day.
think
It's
I
happening.
think
We're not
think
going
that's
to
what
be
he's
able to.
saying.
We're not going to be able to stop or reverse it.
But
so
it's
I
also
feel like we have to figure out where to.
case by case.
And this
man.
case, I'm not that outraged about.
Right, and but also like a computer creating animation, right?
Oh, his shit. Here we
That didn't
go again.
exist before, has been happening for a while.
This is what we
No,
talked
it
about last
has
week.
not like
no,
this,
no.
bro.
We're not gonna no. We're not gonna do this
But
again.
but not like this. So it's new. And let's have this conversation isolated to this case.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we enjoy the AI art?
No, it was whatever.
Low,
no.
Nadeska?
I mean, no, but in all fairness, there's a lot of other video artworks that are also just meh.
I thought it was cute and endearing.
Cute?
Cute and endearing.
You don't describe anything as cute. Stop bullshitting. What does that mean?
Did you see it?
I didn't think
They
it
look like little kids. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute.
Have y'all ever heard him describe anything as cute?
No.
As kids.
Badu
No.
had the little freckles. You know what I'm
think you tryna
saying?
bag
Like,
a
it's
Badu
cute.
type.
It's cute.
No, it's kids. Kids. I mean.
And it's a cute pairing, right?
No, no.
Badu and Al.
Yeah, no, yeah,
And they
yeah.
throwback beat.
They're very
Badu.
quiet. Yeah,
I like the homage to Bob Deep because Alchemist has a history where he said that Havoc helped him make beats. So
There you go.
I like that. That part of it is dope. Like going back to your roots because a lot of people don't understand that about Alchemist.
There you go. Talk to him, Eddie.
But I just don't like it when established artists that we have this this love for dip into this thing that we're clearly all saying do not use.
We're not all saying it though.
Yeah, it's not. It's. I don't think.
Who is we?
It's kind of split. Some people don't mind it.
We're
Some people
always
do.
generalizing when we say that. We can't get 100% of people to agree on nothing. Like I'm generalizing.
Exactly. So I think if everyone who's so concerned about AI, it would probably behoove you to tone it down a little bit and not make it such a big deal. Because the more of a big deal you get and the more clicks it gets, the more people are gonna do it because it's getting a reaction, right? If you want it to not become a thing, don't participate.
Nah, that's not true because bullying works. If you, Timbaland just apologized for something.
Yeah,
the Dodgers just had
but he was flat out the fuck wrong.
Nah,
yeah, but apologizing and not doing are two different things.
Nah, you got to bully.
No. Timbaland may have apologized. Doesn't mean he's not going to roll out an AI artist.
No. We ain't done. What?
It does not mean that.
What? Wait a minute. We're not bullying. We're not done bullying. Because a few years ago, let me finish. A few years ago, that record label tried to make an AI artist that was a white dude doing like a fake digital black person, and it was all set to come out. I forgot what record label it was, and we bullied. And we bullied with diligence.
Well,
and guess what happened?
Had different ingredients.
It don't matter.
There was a different texture to that.
When Timbaland rolls out these cheetahs and these hippos sounded
we
like
online
fire.
Bullied enough.
I don't know.
Where them people didn't make that little fake digital person. You got to bully harder.
There's a lot of other things I could be bullying people on. Because like he said, they're gonna do it regardless. If this is a moneymaker to be had.
No.
All right, if you think you have much power.
Listen, it's new to listen, I go the other way. It's new. It's very new. It's a new tool. It's fresh. It's whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
People, because it's so, there's no barrier to entry and everybody can kind of do it now because the AI has evolved and you could type in prompts and it's a little bit easier to create, right? It might run its course super fast and create a pendulum swing the other way where that shit starts to become and look played out and people do want to invest in actual creators and artists doing
because
things,
there's so much easy access to it.
Right, it's so easy access now. It might be one of those things that burns out quick. I don't know.
Keep bullying, guys. Keep bullying.
It's not about the bullying thing. It's just too accessible. That's what he's saying.
I don't care what he's saying. I'm saying keep bullying.
Bully them and hope it gets played out, and then maybe it goes nowhere. But anyway, I still want to say I'm excited about this Alchemist Erykah Badu collab. And there's supposed to be an upcoming joint album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Abi and Allen.
I like that title.
So boom. Clipse drops a video for So Be It. The internet thought he was talking about Ye. We found out quickly he was not.
Right.
There's an interview and a conversation that I'm gonna put on the internet and on Apple Music around July 7th, the week of the album. The full convo. But here's a clip of Pusha going in detail.
I just thought it was disrespectful. I'm like, man, we don't even want you here, to be honest. Like, we're not here to hobnob with any rappers. And I personally don't like rappers who don't rap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want it. So, to come and interrupt the session, to do something backhanded and backbiting, and not for nothing, like, man, I done had to put my arm around you before. You know what I'm saying? But, to go along with the title, So Be It, he does this numerous times. You know what I'm saying? He'll do it with his mentor.
Right.
Ye. You know what I'm saying? He was even instrumental in the whole beef now, the Like That verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Egging that on. I don't want nobody who don't rap to egg nothing on. You don't rap. Stay out of rappers' business. You specifically stay out of rappers' business. Right. Don't do that.
You could definitely tell Pusha's annoyed in that clip.
Yeah.
He's definitely had it up to here.
Too much hobnobbing.
Okay, that's good takeaway.
He's just so funny. I love him. He just speaks from the heart, and you can't be mad at it. I think it's just hard being a principled individual in the music industry sometimes, right? I think that's what's going on with Pusha, but everything he said was right. I forgot about that.
The Meltdown.
The Meltdown record?
I forgot about, because I didn't listen, so I do like Travis Scott's albums. I'm not going to lie. Pusha's not wrong. I don't listen to him for his raps, but like Astro World, for example, I love. I didn't get into Utopia, so I forgot. But yeah, that seems a little bit disrespectful to know that Pharrell contributed to the project and come play that and omit the verse is a little bit crazy. And Pharrell's clearly busy. He's not gonna be dropping an album just to shit on Travis Scott. So I like that Pusha's the one who has to say it.
Well, I mean, and I think for Push and Pharrell and the Clipse and that whole camp, they're really from the mud together.
Yeah.
Like, and so when it's even Pusha and Ye's relationship came out of
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which now that's also defunct. But yeah, I think Pusha gonna ride for his guy.
I mean,
Without a doubt.
Yeah, there's no, I mean, based on what the details that we got from the whole experience and how that got to the place where we got, so be it, can you really blame Push for even having that like, and he really didn't go too crazy. He gave him about like 4 or 6 bars.
I mean, but it was very specific.
He said if you're not rapping, stay out of rappers' business.
Well, no, but even the verse that he's talking about,
yeah.
it's very specific.
No, it's very specific, but like we thought it was about Kanye, but
You cried. What did he say?
he said you cried in front of me.
Calabasas took your
They
bitch.
took your girl, yeah. I don't know if he
Utopia
gets-
moved up the street. Her lip gloss was popping. AE, like, which is,
Yeah.
he's with Cher now, got a
Yeah,
baby
he
with
took the
Amber
Cher-
Rose. So
Cher
you're
verse.
basically telling us that he, damn, son.
Yeah, never
There's
mind.
there's lessons in this, guys. There's lessons in this, and the main lesson is get you a real day one, man. Assess your friends, find out who you're real, because Pusha T's been in 3 beefs now, all because people have done his day one wrong. And his day one don't say nothing. Pharrell never says nothing out loud. So Pusha T got a beef with Drake. Pusha T got a beef with Birdman. Pusha T's now getting a beef with Travis, all because of how he perceives people are treating his homeboy. And I respect it, because they say something about Tauruses that we're loyal like that. And I see you disrespect my friend, you disrespected me. And to be vocal, like, I would lose money. I'll disrespect anybody. I don't care that all these rappers are bigger and more popular than me. I'm going at it and I'm standing on business, because you know why? You disrespected my day one. So what I got out of that is nothing but respect for somebody that takes care of their homeboys. Shout out to Pusha T. Be more spiteful.
I like that as a
Appreciate
slogan.
you, Eddie.
No, be more spiteful.
Keep bullying, be more spiteful.
Yeah, you're on point
I like
with
it.
you're on point with
In the
phrases.
conversation too, I do take him down. I asked Pusha to kind of walk us down some of those old roads and Malice about like Mr. Me Too.
Yeah.
And what happened to that boy and his,
There's Exodus 231.
I didn't even get in there. I just kind of left it there because he
Okay.
started talking so much about, Wayne and that origin that it kind of, without even explaining where, these other, things went, it kind of sets the table for everybody to go back and go, oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, because all the beefs and all the situations that he has been in, like you said, it's literally like the birthplace is back there.
Yeah.
And everybody always thinks that when Push or even when Push is coming out with a project, it's always him dissing somebody or it's always him, taking shots at somebody. It's just him pretty much telling his truth or telling his experience that he has, because they're very quiet in between albums.
Yeah.
No interviews, no performances, no nothing. So when it's time to roll something out that we haven't gotten in 15 years, a lot of things are going to be revealed. And it's going to be a lot of shocking things that like, shit, we didn't know that happened, or shit.
Well, we're so close to we're having these conversations every day. We don't remember the meltdown thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We don't remember these things, but clearly, Pusha does. And we gonna talk about it.
I wonder if everybody else remembers the way he remembers. Like, I did not know that. What do you say he was at Rolling Loud hyping up?
Yeah, remember
Like that?
Travis was on
Yeah,
stage?
yeah. So
I don't remember that either. Like
remember
the
it.
No, Travis did that because that was the Like That record.
And he kept saying, run it back.
And he was
run it
like,
back.
play that record. So that gives us the inkling that, oh, you heard this before y'all got on stage. Now, I don't know if he heard the Kendrick verse before they got on stage. So he was like, no, play that, dinner. So you knew some bullshit was about to happen, but that's your man. Drake that's your guy. That's sicko mode.
It was after the song was out, though.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was
That was before.
We hadn't heard the
Oh,
song.
was
We
it?
hadn't heard the song. That was the first time for us hearing that song. And we're like, oh, that shit is fucking tough. And then lo and behold, when that album drops, We get that. So it's like, oh, Travis, you're doing this, and which is Pusha saying, like, he's done this a lot.
That he's also done it with Kanye. That's my point. Does Kanye feel a way about it? Does Drake feel a way about it? Because he's had like huge records, like you said, like Sicko Mode.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, or is Pusha the only one who has a problem with things like this? I don't know. Let's see. I guess if they do another collab, we know it's all good. It doesn't matter.
Some people stand on business, man. Everybody don't do it.
Just a few of them.
And as we've seen throughout the years, Pusha is not here to just be everybody's mans in them.
No.
And he's not here to just chart chase, right? Like it's, as far as what we've seen from his whole journey as an artist in the Clipse, solo, it's always been about some level of hip hop integrity.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that conversation, we talk about the in-depth, how this unraveling the Def Jam relationship and how that got to a place, and he takes us back to 2018 and
that's been happening. That's been happening
takes
since.
us back to 2018.
Was that the interview?
Good. Yeah.
Was you wearing all the Louis that day?
So boom, so I have this thing where I buy Louis denim.
Yeah.
Like the last few years, because I love a Louis jean, like boom, but I don't dress like that every day. And them shits is so fly. Eddie, you know this, you be in all the stores, we see what you wearing right now. Them shits is so fly that once you wear it one time,
on camera,
like it's boom, that day he wore that.
Yeah, and then you can't really, so anyway, I have a few of them.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I broke one out for that day.
All right.
you had to. Is at the LV store?
57th Street.
Iconic.
I have one on.
Nah, it was clean, brother. I ain't even mad
appreciate
at
you.
I was
Listen,
like,
when you said it was
okay.
clean, I knew I was doing it right. I knew I was on point. You know what I mean? Shout to the new albums and singles before we wrap today. Pluto, Both Ways. Scarlet finally dropped the album. Dave East, Young Chris.
Yes.
I didn't know nothing about this.
Fine dining. It's just good to see that those two. It's good to see Young Chris still be around after his Rockefeller stint, and Dave East, not pulling him up, but like pairing up with him and doing a whole project. Because at first I thought it was just one record, but now big project is good to see that they're just they like to just go at it, and that's what they've been doing on Fine Dining. So stream that up. Also, what else came out?
Wale. Wale single.
Where to start?
Fire.
He's
Wale
coming.
back at it. And then we got an Offset single with JID. The same time we got a Cardi B new record, Outside.
Let's unpack that.
Y'all unpack that.
What do you think? How do you see this?
I see, my ex is going outside.
Right.
And so I'm going to drop some heat too. Like the promo machine is on. I'm in.
You think they're in cahoots with each other?
I don't know if I go that far. But I do have a question.
Okay.
And Nadeska, maybe you can answer this.
I definitely don't want to answer whatever question.
Yes, you do. This had nothing to do specifically with Cardi B. This is just about exes, women, da-da-da.
This is literally the kind of shit that I hate talking about. But go ahead.
No, the record is specifically her being like, I'm outside,
Right.
I'm dating this one now. I'm basically trying to make her ex, Offset, jealous.
Right.
When a woman does that and is talking about her ex, is that because he's clearly still on her mind and a priority, or she's over that person for real?
There's a two-part.
Lo, can you speak from your experience?
No.
Lo spends a lot of time outside dating girls who are often outside as well. I feel like he might have more experience with this than I do.
Yo, your chicks be outside, brother.
What?
They be
I don't mean that in a negative way. Like you're.
No, I was just talking. It doesn't have to be your experience. It could be one of your. Because we are the woman here, so I'm trying to figure out how women think about this sort of thing. Like when I have had enough with how I've been being treated by the person I was with, I'm gonna roll out a song that clearly is a shot at the person that I was with. Or I'm gonna put up a post on Instagram, trying to, what is that called? Like thirst trap, make my ex jealous with an Instagram post. Whatever that thing is, right, that people do. Men do it too, by the way.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know, does that mean that you're over the person if you're trying to make them jealous?
Again, Ebro, I feel like although I am the woman here,
Yes.
I'm the least qualified person in the studio to answer this question.
Okay, help me out. Okay, I think
From
what it
personal
is.
experience
No,
is
stop,
what you were
stop,
gonna
please
say.
stop doing this shit.
So what's your outside lady?
So when you look at what how Cardi and Offset's relationship like played out, right? It's been a lot of back and forth public spats, tweets, thirst
Disrespect,
traps.
all type of shit.
From both sides. So I think Cardi got to a point of clearly I'm still on your mind because you're doing things to antagonize me. Clearly I'm still a focal point of you. And I think for her, I think it's like, all right, I have to address this and put this to bed, especially with now she's about to drop her sophomore album.
Yeah.
Right. So I think this is a perfect time for her to just like, all right, let me lay this shit to rest. Let me get this out of the way with him. Whatever he's gonna choose to do, he's gonna do it. Yes, I'm outside with Stephon Diggs. Yes, I'm outside looking great. I'm in Paris at the Cowboy Carter
But she
tour.
talking to him in the record like your favorite football players in my DMs.
Right, and she's saying like, your
Who's she talking? She talking to him.
Who else
They got a
should be
picture
talking
together.
to?
That's
No, I'm just
awkward.
saying, like it's clear, like this.
Yeah,
is
of course.
This
yeah.
is like we're having this conversation in public now.
Yeah, I think this is like very, very direct. Like, all right,
And
this
I hope
is
that ain't his favorite football player. He's a really good football player. I hope it ain't his favorite.
optics. It looks crazy, even if it's
really
not. It
good.
just looks crazy
Yo,
optics.
she's talking crazy too. She was like,
We gonna
he's
lick for lick.
She was like, he's so big, I'm so
so
little.
yeah.
She talking crazy.
Then she
in
was
that
like,
song,
I
kid.
hope your mother knows you're a bitch or some
What?
shit like
Yes.
something to that degree. And I think because she has faced so much disrespect from him, and I think so much public scrutiny based off of his narrative of what she's doing or whatever the case is, this was her lick back. This is how I feel. This is now I'm
So
gonna put
once
it on
again,
the
I'll ask you
table.
again. If you're concerned with getting your leg back,
Yeah.
are you actually over the person?
No.
There are certain things you don't
No.
say if you're over somebody. And the shit she's saying in this record, yeah, because you can't walk that back.
You
Especially if
just
you're
wanna
saying that shit in
shine.
public like that. I think this is her saying like, I'm done, I'm wiping myself clean of this.
Man, it sounds
That's
like
how
there's
I
a lot
look at
of
it.
there's a lot of hurt feelings. They
Yeah, from both
clearly
sides, from
still
both sides.
love each other, and there's a lot of hurt feelings. It's not going to work out. They've been going through this for years, up and down, back and forth, cheating. It's so messy on the internet. I don't follow this. This is too much for me. I don't like relationships in public. Like I'm firmly against this. So I don't wish this upon anybody. So yes, they clearly still care about each other, Ebro, and feelings are hurt, and this
knew
is them
she had an
lashing
opinion.
out. Okay, I'm done.
I knew she had an opinion. I gotta
She was
say,
like, let me get this
I
shit
gotta
out.
say,
What?
and this is important because you know I'm big on when they start to ramp up the promo machine.
You love the promo.
I love when they ramp up
I
the
told
promo
you. I told
machine.
you.
She put out her record, he put out his record.
Yeah.
She talking crazy to him.
Yeah.
And he trying to get spousal support or something like that. So he want this to go up. He want this to be so popular out here. What is the thing he wants? He wants like what's that? Yeah, spousal support.
Yeah,
right?
Al-
Weird,
alimony.
No.
Is it the same thing? Or is that just
Alimony?
for kids?
I don't know.
Spousal
I don't know.
support.
Never been
I
through
don't
it.
know.
Don't want to go through it.
That's why I get along with all my exes. I can't relate.
Yeah, but nah, he want this to be big out here because
Is that a great part of the promo machine though?
Yes.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
incredibly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
I
is.
understand all of the drama, but I feel like Offset has a very specific image, and I don't know how
Which
I feel
is?
about
Yeah, what's his-
image with him knowing that he's asking for spousal support.
she's big time.
Okay,
He knows that.
all right, man,
That's Cardi B.
cool. All right,
No,
ain't
let
dumb.
me have Nadeska's back. Let me have Nadeska's
Go
back.
ahead.
It's a bad look, bro. That's not
It's
player.
a bad look.
To be like, yo, I need my woman's money. Like, I know a lot of dudes that get on the internet and be like, yeah, that's right. Get these chicks back. Like, ha ha.
No. I wasn't even thinking as a lick back. I was just thinking it's one of the times
Yeah.
where she's the main breadwinner. She's bigger than him. She makes more money than him. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need some assistance here.
yeah, but it's like we
look, bro.
I need a little help.
It's a
I don't
bad-
know.
it's
I
a
need a
bad
little
look.
help.
I need a little
It's a
help.
bad
Look,
look.
Can you help me, brother?
I need a little month-to-month help. Like,
slide me a
give me a
little
little
something.
allowance. Let me get a little allowance.
But you guys
bad
feel like
look.
that's good for the image? That's cool for Offset's image?
We don't give
Hey
a
man,
shit.
we
don't
grown men
care.
out here. The bro say he need help, man.
Nadeska, I got your back.
What is
It's
like?
a
What?
weird
Closed
look.
mouth don't get fed, right?
Listen,
Right?
Learning a lot about
listen,
y'all today.
listen,
get
man.
fed.
Listen,
It's
we're
a
all
bad
Who
human.
would
look,
want
man.
spousal support?
We're all humans. just
I
trying to
wouldn't
get by.
I wouldn't let it play out like this. I tell you that much.
He came up a little short last month, and he just need a little. Hey yo, it's Rap Life Review, man. We'll see y'all, man.
What's up? You just finished an episode of the Rap Life Review. It's 2025, so new year means new episodes coming your way. If you want to get in the conversation, you can always drop us a comment below. And of course, you can like and subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Catch us next week on a brand new episode of the Rap Life Review right here on Apple Music.